morning, students. Today we're going to review about STAAR, like the EOC. Okay, so let's take a look. Alright, the first topic that I want you to review is linear function. Or your equation is going to only have x. Y equals mx plus b. This one is called the slope-intercept form because they have the slope and the y-intercept on the equation. Okay, this is the form that we usually have to find. For example, if I have y equals 2x minus 3, then 2 is going to be our slope and the minus 3 right here, or negative 3, is going to be our y-intercept. Okay? And it's written like this, 0, negative 3. Your linear function usually has a line like this. Okay? The second topic is quadratic function. It's usually the equation with the x squared. Okay, for example, y equals ax squared plus c. A and c can be any numbers. And your graph will look like a U on upside down U like this. Okay, so let's talk about the number in front of x squared. A right here can be any number. If your a is negative, then your graph flip over the x-axis. Okay. If your a is more, then your graph will look wider. Your a is big, you have big A, your graph will look narrower or skinnier. C is any number that you add in at the end of your equation. Like plus 2, plus 3, minus 5, for example. Okay? If your graph shifted up, you're going to add to that number, whatever unit that they given you. And if your graph is shifted down, then you subtract. It's shifted down. You subtract the last number. Alright, so that's quadratic function. The last topic, the big equation is called the exponential function. Y equals ab to the x power. Now, the reason it's called exponential is because it's raised to the power of x. Okay, that's the special one, and the other one is just x to the power of something. So here we have the graph is look like a half of the u. Okay, it's just like going up like this, or sometimes it might go down. Okay, in this equation, a stands for the initial value. That's how much you're starting with. B stands for the factor. Factor is the base, that's how many times is from one value to the next value. It's being multiplied by how many times it is. That's why we call it factor. And the way that we recognize the problem like that is we're looking at the rate, how many percent, or some keyword is population, salary increases how many percent. Okay, don't forget exponential, population, salaries increases, and how many percent. The next topic I'm going to review is system of equations. That means you have two or more equations, okay? In Algebra 1, we only learn about two equations. For example, I have two equations and two variables. X plus y equals 5. 2x plus 3y equals 13. Okay? Every time you have two equations, that's a system. And we do manually too so that we can find the answer. So there's three types, but I'm only gonna talk about two common ones. If two lines crosses at one point, we call it one solution. Two lines never touches each other, they're parallel, then you have no solution. Okay, here's a demonstration when you try to graph them. The solution is where they meet each other. So you have the point is x, y. Next topic is inequality. We're talking about when you compare things. This one, your right hand stands for the greater than. Okay, with the line underneath, we have greater than or equal to. The less than is the next one. If you put your left hand like this, it looks like a less, like an L. That stands for less than. This one is less than or equal to. Last but not least, let's talk about domain and range. Domain is x value, range is y value. So for example, I have a mapping right here. My x is all 1, 2, 3, 4. This one is my domain. My y is 12, 10, 14, and 16. Okay, f of x is the same as y, so don't be surprised when you see f of x. Domain is x, range is y.